Peace, salam, salam. There has been tragic shooting out in Michigan. The Grand Blanc, I believe it's called. Let's get into this right quick. I just saw this. I had to, stop what I was doing. Inshallah, I'll get back to that after. Another targeted shooting.
Stage is Supervisor Scott Bennett, Fire Department Chief of Blanc Township, Jamie Gent, DNR Chief, Jason Haynes, FBI Acting Special Agent in Charge, Ruben Coleman, and the ATF, James Deere, who is the Special Agent in charge for this area in Michigan. I have a couple updates for you. There is a couple additional bodies that we've discovered in the church. So that makes our total victim count up to 4 victims. As I said before, there has already been the suspect who is deceased as well. So we have 5 deceased persons from this tragic incident.
Oh, wow. I'm just doing some research on this right now. It says 4 people were killed, several were wounded Sunday. Today, when authorities say a man opened fire at a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. What's crazy is could be connected, not saying it is allegedly, but the shooter Tyler Robinson of the alleged Charlie Kirk, when he got murdered, he was a part of the Latter-day Saints as well. It was even in Utah and things of the such. Um, Officers are calling it a targeted act of violence. At least 2 of the 4 victims were fatally shot. Now we find out it's 4. 8 people were wounded, critical condition. Oh, man. Hold on, let's see what else they got to say.
Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims of this incident that could have been completely avoided. And it's very tragic, and that's not what our community is. I'm confident that we're going to overcome this, as Blanc always overcomes these type of incidents. And also like to acknowledge the heroism of not only the first responders, but the people who were inside that church at the time. They were shielding the children who were also present within the church, moving them to safety. Just hundreds of people just practicing their faith. Just extreme courage, brave, and that's the type of community that we are. Law enforcement, again, we were on scene within 30 seconds from that original 911 call. Within 8 minutes, that suspect was neutralized in the back parking lot of the church by a DNR officer and a Blanc Township.
Okay, they got the man. They're saying 10:25 Sunday drove into vehicle. Drove vehicle to church, got out, opened fire with assault rifle. Renegade says the first officer arrived within 30 seconds of the initial report. Law enforcement killed the shooter in the church near his parking lot 8 minutes after the first person, he said. Authorities believe the shooter was able to spark a fire that eventually enveloped the church before it was contained, Renier said. Paul Macer was among the worshipers in the church for that Sunday of the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I'm saying that's crazy because the Tyler dude, even Utah, that's a Latter-day Saint area. Drew heard? Like, that's wild right there. Let's get back to this story.
Officer. So where we're at right now, we're working tirelessly. We're working all night on this particular incident. I know that you guys have questions, and it's not only this community, but it's nationwide, all throughout the United States. So we're working hand in hand with our federal partners. So I'd like to introduce FBI Agent Ruben Coleman to you, who he will give you an update on where he's at within the federal investigation. Sir.
Thank you, Chief. My name is Ruben Coleman, and I am the Acting Special Agent in charge of FBI Detroit Field Office, which covers the entire state of Michigan. First, I want to sincerely express our condolences to the victims of this shooting, their families, and this entire community. I would like to also thank Chief Rennie, the Blanc Township Police Department, and all of our federal, state, and local law enforcement partners, other first responders, and the community members for their immediate actions in this situation. This act of violence has no place in our state or anywhere else in our country. The FBI is committed to continue finding out the facts, circumstances, and motives behind this tragedy. I can confirm at this time that the FBI is now leading the investigation and is investigating this as an act of targeted violence. FBI crisis response teams, such as our evidence response teams, SWAT, Special Agent bomb technicians, victim specialists were deployed to the scene. We also have special agents who are continuing to conduct interviews and intelligence and professional staff personnel providing research and analysis. I would like to thank them for their work on this case. We ask that members of the public share any information that would assist us in this investigation, and we encourage them to please report to the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or tips.fbi.gov. Any piece of information could be crucial. We ask that you keep the victims of this tragedy, their families, and the entire community in your prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The Michigan State Police continues to respond to several locations throughout the community as we receive additional bomb threats at other locations. Please
And they getting additional bomb threats.
continue to stay vigilant, and if you see something suspicious, say something. Call the FBI tip line or call 911 to report suspicious activity. This incident is an active investigation. Investigators are tirelessly combing through evidence
Tirelessly. La 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 bamba.
under difficult circumstances and working to identify each victim as quickly and accurately as possible. The Family Assistance Center will be open from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. Monday and Tuesday at the Genesis Conference and Banquet Center at 805 Health Park Boulevard in Grand Blanc. If you are still looking for missing family members related to this incident, you may call 248-705-7352 for assistance. The FAC is available to everyone in the community, victims, family members of victims, and community members seeking support who just want to talk. Trained counselors and victim services will be on site. We do not need volunteer counselors at this time, and we are not accepting donations of goods at this time. Please continue to monitor the Grand Blanc Township Facebook page for the latest updates. Once verified donation centers are made public, we will put those on the Facebook page. Also, the next update will be provided, update time will be provided on that Facebook page. And we'll open up to questions this time.
Chief, has the church been cleared of bodies and victims? And if you could answer the podium, please.
So as I said, we're working around the clock now. So we're working tireless.
These are some things that they know about the suspect. Sanford of Burton, a city roughly 6 miles from Grand Blanc Township, has a military background. Sanford joined the Marine Corps in 2004 and held the titles of organizational automotive mechanic and vehicle recovery operator. During this time in the service, according to the Corps' records, his service included deployment from August 2007 to March 2008. Got bodies under Operation Iraqi Freedom, according to the Corps. He had become sergeant and had his last duty assignment at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina, according to the Corps. He left the military in June 2008, according to the records. Awards for his service include Marine Corps Good Conduct Medal, Sea Service Deployment Ribbon, Iraq Campaign Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, and National Defense Service Medal, the records show. A 2007 story in the Clarkson News said Sanford graduated in 2003 from a nearby Goodrich High School. Goodrich area officials did not imply immediately response to. You see how they're not putting a race to him? Usually when they don't put a race to them, that means they're white. Because usually they would say a black man or this and that type of man. But you see when they don't put the race on things, it's just because it's a white person. They're trying to suppress the true fact that white terror is the FBI's most alerted thing that's going on in today's era. And literally, it's been like that since the dawn of the modern era.
To find additional bodies. So to answer your question, the entire church has not been cleared because it's a total loss due to the fire. So these first responders right now, they're in recovery mode. They're trying to fight through all the debris from the fire. So no, we have not cleared the entire church just yet.
And I have a quick follow-up. Of the victims, the 4 dead, can you say how many were shot or how many died as a result of the fire?
I could say this: 2 have been shot as a result.
We know now that 4 have been lost from this tragedy from Sanford.
Or have been shot, 2 of the deceased.
Do you know how many people are unaccounted for?
No, I don't know how many people are unaccounted for at this time. We do know that there are some that are unaccounted for.
Can you explain a little bit about how the fire started at the church?
I will leave that up to the ATF agent Deere.
On that note, it's not clear what the motive allegedly for the shooting is. Officials did not disclose whether there's any known connection between the suspect and the church. I'm saying Tyler Robinson and them, that was the Latter-day Church area. I don't know. You feel me? The FBI is investigating the incident as an act of targeted violence. Reuben Coleman, the acting special agent in charge of the Bureau of Detroit field office, said during a news conference Sunday tonight. This act of violence has no place in our state or anywhere else in our country, Coleman said. The FBI is committed to continue finding out the facts, circumstances, and motives behind this. Yeah, nowhere else in our country, but hey, if it's anywhere where there's brown countries at, it's okay. All right. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosive is also aiding the investigation. James Deere, special agent in charge of the ATF's Detroit Field Division, said the investigation indicates an accelerant. They had started a fire believed to be gasoline was used by the suspect to set a blaze. He also said suspected explosive devices were found on site. Wow, going out with a bang. But it's not clear if those sparked the inferno. Ranye said the church is a total loss as a result of the fire, and there are some people still unaccounted for. None of the victims have been identified as of Sunday night. And officials say first responders. Oh man, that's terrible. These crazy white men, man.
The question,
Where are their parents? Like they must have come from single mother households. Must be on welfare, man.
again,
How did the fire start
at for this incident, the fire started basically the suspect. All indications on this investigation are the suspect used an accelerant of some sort, we believe gasoline, and lit the church on fire.
Was it an IED he may have used?
There are, at this point, I'm not going to comment on IEDs. I will confirm that there were some suspected explosive devices that were located. But as far as using them to initiate the blaze, I can't say that. This scene is actively being investigated by ATF. Most people don't know that ATF is the federal arson police. And we have a team from across the country coming in, our national response team. It is a cadre of expert fire investigators that are coming here from across the country to investigate this scene and get to the cause or the origin and cause of this fire.
Lieutenant Butter, we saw that there was possibly a bomb threat at the Meyer Atherton Center yesterday. Is that connected to this? And is the home that we saw being searched over there?
Yeah, so far what they know as of now, at least 4 people have been killed and 8 in others injuries after government drove into a vehicle to Michigan Church. Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, man. Northwest of Detroit. Nasty work right here. 100 agents have been deployed to assist with the investigation. President Donald Trump said he had briefed on the shooting and confirmed the FBI would be leading the federal investigation.
Yeah, that's all still part of the investigation. Sorry, that is still all part of the investigation. We're still working to determine if any of that is related.
Can we speak to the motive? We're hearing speculations that it might have anything to do with the Charlie Kirk assassination in Utah.
That's exactly what it is, a speculation, and we
Yeah, I think she just mentioned that, but yeah, it's a speculation, but is it a coinky dink?
won't come to those types of conclusions for some time.
Do you know if there's any connection between the suspect and the church or its members? Any prior connection?
Again, part of the investigation, we're not going to speculate at this time. Right now, we are working tirelessly to recover the victims of this incident and reunite family.
These white folks ain't playing, man. All right? It's an issue. I wonder what's the statistics on white people shooting up shit.
Please be patient as we work through
Public places.
that process.
Were the law enforcement
Mass destruction.
officers
Per capita, like Charlie Kirk was saying.
there close to the scene and how they were able to respond so quickly within just seconds?
Thankfully, yes.
You mentioned there were additional bomb threats. Is there anywhere that the community should be aware of?
Look, they got bomb threats and shit. They got gasoline, incendiaries, ARs, and the goal to do this shit. And at churches, at colleges, schools. It's crazy, man. Where are the white fathers at?
The community should remain vigilant, and anytime they see something suspicious, they should report it immediately.
There's at least one other report that a local church was searched by the bomb squad.
We've searched multiple churches this evening for bomb threat protocol. Yes.
Is that based on actual threats?
Yes.
Okay.
We received 911 calls about bomb threats or other indications that there was a bomb at a different location. Some of them were churches, and we responded and cleared those locations.
Did those threats come?
So it wasn't even just one spot, it was multiple spots. So does that mean it's one of them backwater woodsy state militia mob gangs? Because let's not forget the little white boy that shot up in Colorado when he was banging one of the militia gangs that you're not talking about still or letting it out. Everything is always, Chicago, Baltimore, these gangs. What's up with these fucking militias? What's up with these white people that know what it is to be American? Okay, let's not forget how this place was made. All right, it wasn't just a bunch of pilgrims looking for the Lord. Okay, to pillage and conquer and to destroy in your own Reich. You feel me? These is what America. This is what America is right here. Who did the original mass shooting here? Who's continually doing mass shootings here? This is something. Why are they not talking about this? What's up with the percentages of these white shooters?
After the suspect was killed at the church?
Yes.
Was there an officer at the church already?
I think that's part of the investigation. Do you have a comment on it?
Were those LDS churches where the bomb threats were, or were there other denominations?
I can't.
That speaks to a motive.
Yeah, I can't answer that at this time. But
What else can we say about the suspect? You're not going to talk about motive, yes, but what else can we say? Anything about him at all?
right now, what we'd like to do is talk about the heroism that we saw today. The people who responded in such a valiant way to protect the others, both law enforcement, fire department, EMS. Everybody did an excellent job working together to keep people as safe as they possibly could.
We stopped by Holy Family Catholic Church, and there was a heavy police presence there. Is this at all connected to one of those bomb threats that you're mentioning? Is it potentially connected to the incident today at the LDS Church?
I don't have knowledge of that exact location.
They like to big up other entities and things like that, but what happened is 8 minutes after the shooting is when he got clacked down. Heard it saying, "Oh, how much we did." 4 people lost their lives. Okay, that's terrible.
I think
That we know of.
okay. That's going to be all for questions. I thank you for coming and appreciate the assistance.
Can we get your name again, please?
Sure. Yep.
Can we get a picture of the shooter? I don't know. That's wild right there. What y'all think, man? We should look up some more. I see it's 2 people in here. Let me get a thumbs up. We should look up some more. Oh, that funny rap shit. Okay. Grand Blanc church shooter.
Build a website you love with Wix. Were your words?
We are turning now to some more breaking news on this Sunday. Take a look at this. Live images that we are just getting into our newsroom. And I do want to apologize. The signal is a little spotty at this time. But again, this is live and happening now. So courtesy of our partners at Fox 2 in Detroit, they're reporting that multiple people were shot this morning at a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, a church there in Grand Blanc. That is according to police. And we're seeing here, of course, viewer discretion advised as always, but someone looks to be carried away from this church on a stretcher there.
Oh my God.
So we have photographers down there courtesy of our partners at Fox 2 in Detroit.
I gotta show y'all what this motherfucker looks like. I'm sorry, I'm cursing and everything. Oh man, this is a problem. We need to, these white people are menaces. Where are their fathers at? Look at this Duck Dynasty. What in the Bobby Boucher? Hey, this is crazy. We need to blast this. This is on the Hindustan. You know what I'm saying? This is on the Hindustan whoop-de-wop right here. We have to find it on there. Now, oh boy, looking wild. Hold on. Hey, yo. My mama said, my mama said, look at, it's on the Hindustan Times, MSNBC. They barely got it on Fox, of course. Look at them. Look at them. We got videos. Do we have videos on him? Neighbors of suspect. Let's check.
We just, pray together and love together. And so many others have said we have enough hate across this country and we all just need to be more kind to one another. So I hope we remember that message. Henry Ford Hospital, of course, confirming to us it's caring for some of the victims in a statement writing just a short time ago, our hearts go out.
And we know, hearts up to those family members. These people do not deserve this, whatever this menacing, terrible monster did, man. This beast on two legs. It says 9 shot here, but now we do know 4 people had lost their life in this.
Out to our patients, their families, and the community, including the people.
Good. Well, pretty somber day for what's going on close to home now, but right?
Yeah, pretty upsetting. Very upsetting to know that it's.
This is his neighbors, probably his homies and all that. They got that same nappy beard. All right, these ghetto white folks.
It's right in your backyard. I mean, it's terrible what's happening.
Okay, and you all are live pretty closely to.
Yeah, we're roughly a mile from here. So
okay,
when you heard all the sirens and see the helicopter, it's like, what's going on?
Okay,
so rushed over here to see what was going on, and that was before it was even publicized. That he lived in this area. I'm like, I'm going to check.
Man had bombs in multiple places. He really is gonna set it all. He already set the church on fire, killed 4 people, 8, 9 of them or more shot. This is terrible. We need to know, where his father feels about this. If his father was in his life, what gang he's repping, which militia he's going down, because we know these white militias, they are very active and they are very aggressive. These are just aggressive people. That for a long time, these individuals have been doing the same thing. That's either true or it's not.
That I'll see what's going on.
Okay.
So that's what we did.
Imagine it's a small town. Do you know, I don't know if you know the suspect or know anyone who knows the suspect or any.
Don't know the suspect, but I just was speaking with somebody in the church parking lot back over here that is a really good friend of his.
That means that he probably know him. These people, they all stick together, and these violent militia types. He's doing a press control right now. We've been seeing what the authorities know. He probably definitely know him.
So he
probably go out hunting raccoons and boiling squirrel paws. Keeping each other's Masonic Ku Klux Klan's secret.
Was a true stand-up guy. Would do anything for anybody, and has no clue why Some
stand-up guy. See, that's his opinion. That's his white opinion right there. Okay, we gotta see how these people talk, and also see the fathers of what psychology is and why psychology is what it is today. Not saying all of it is BS or all of it is truth, but of course, when you mix truth with lies, you get manipulation, and it's a lot of cosplaying going on.
something like this, would happen or why he would go this way because of the type of person he was. So it's just society's getting bad. We got to do something.
We're blaming society now. Okay, see, that's the see he just putting on that white deflection right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is called that white deflection. Now he's talking about society. It is how many white men have done this for how long? All the way down the Braveheart days. If you have seen that movie, and the English was doing what the French initially did to them, and so on and so forth, that they learned from Romans. Society is getting crazy. No, let's talk about your homeboy that murdered those innocent people at that Latter Day Church.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much,
You're
Jason.
welcome.
Jennifer, taking this. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Carolyn.
That's crazy. Again, this is the man right here. And his picture is only on Hindustan. It's on they only blow his picture up, right? Can y'all see? Can y'all see this? This is him. All right. I want y'all to take a good look at this animal right here. All right. This is him right here. I think we all can agree that his family needs to be investigated. We need to know what's going on. All right. We need to know what happened in his life. Why are all these white people shooting shit up all the damn time? All right, now. Let's Abdul Abbott. Thank you for coming through. Stay safe out here, especially if you live in these areas with a lot of white people, man. Oh, be safe, America. Dun, dun, dun.